Just look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that, it's just set. It's still a little bit wobbly at that end, but you know, it's not cooled down properly yet. That looks absolutely superb. That is English custard tart made. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing an old school classic. It's the English custard tart. Very easy recipe to come together, and I've got a little bit of a twist that I was shown by a chef a long time ago to elevate the pastry for the custard tart. Right, let's get on and show you how to do it. Come on. So in here I have my flour butter shortening, and there's a link on the channel right now if you want to understand the making of pastry. If not, make it your own way or buy ready-made. Let's get on and do it. Come on. Okay, so it's the normal mixing with the pastry, you know. I've got my shortening, butter. I've got a little bit of sugar in here, half a tablespoon. Because we're making a sweet pastry, and all you got to do is just bring it together. Lift it up, drop, rub together, lift it up, drop, rub together. It only takes a couple of minutes to bring this pastry together. It's so easy. Nice and steady, lift up, drop down. Now this is lemon zest. Now this is what I was shown by a chef a long time ago. And the lemon zest in the pastry actually elevates the flavour of the custard tart. It's a little secret ingredient that some of the top chefs use. So there you go. Right, egg, water, apple cider vinegar, mix round, dump in. Just chuck it in, turn your fork round, use the handle, mix it in. It's as easy as that. Just mix it in. As soon as most of the flour is incorporated in there, get our hands in. So that's it. Hand in, bring it all together until we form it into a ball of pastry. And we're not going to rest this pastry actually, it's just going to be sat on the side. So just mix it together. We need to crack on and get the tart made. So it will not be going in the fridge, it'll be sat on the side, it'll be still nice and crumbly. Right, that's our pastry done in there. We're not hanging around, we're going to get that done. We're going to get the oven on and we're going to set it for 180. So we want to blind bake this. So with this dough then, it's nice and steady. As you can see, we haven't rested it, but let's get it rolled out. Now I am going to roll it quite thick actually to fit the tin, and I'm using a springform tin. It's a 7-inch tin actually. I'm going to roll it, stuff it in, and we're going to squash it round to get a rustic look if we can. So just roll it out. So that's it, just stuff it in the tin, and all we do is we just bring it up round the sides. Want a rustic look on this one. Don't make, well, you can make it smooth, I don't want it. All the way around, leave overhang over the top, which we'll trim off afterwards. And then we've got to dock the pastry, stab it all over with a fork. It stops it from raising up. And we're going to blind bake this. So I want a little bit of parchment paper in there. And then we're going in with some ceramic baking beads. Okay, I'm using the HYSapientia 24 litre air fryer today, and we are putting that in there to blind bake for 14 minutes at 180. Okay, that's done. Let's get that out of there. So out we come on this one. What we need to do is get those beads out of there. Be careful, they are really, really hot. Now what we have to do with this, we are going to egg wash out the inside of here. And what that's going to do is form a seal inside to prevent us from having a soggy bottom. Now there is going to be quite a lot of fluid in here, Okay, that's going back in the oven. It's going to go in for about another 5 minutes. Let it all seal up. Okay, that is our pastry base out of there. Nicely sealed up inside. Now we're just going to let that cool completely while we crack on with the filling, and then we'll tidy this up. We'll take that off with a knife. Now I don't want to be too neat and tidy because I want that rustic look, but we're still going to take that off because that's a mess. You know, there's too much hanging over. So let it cool down, we'll crack on with the filling. Our milk and cream in there. Now we're going to heat this up until it's steaming. Not really boiling, but it has to be hot. And we do have to keep giving it the occasional stir because the milk in that will catch on the bottom of the pan. So it's nice and gentle. Don't rush this. We just got to get that till it comes up to being really hot. So flame off, that's good enough. Look, that's hot milk and cream, one side. Okay, in there is our egg yolks, in with some sugar. And we are just going to give this a beating until all the sugar's dissolved, and this probably go a lighter colour. Okay, and what we're going to do is introduce that hot milk into there, nice and gently. Now this is called tempering the eggs, if you didn't know that. And we have to take it nice and steady doing this. If we'd have just tipped all the hot milk cream in here, we would have had scrambled eggs. So there we are. So we're just going to sieve that into a jug, so we can pour it in nice and steady. So there we are, we've got all that in there. We've still got all this fluff and stuff in here. That's enough. So the next job for us then is just to put some vanilla in there. A little bit of salt, not much. The salt is going to help bring out the flavour. Give that a little stir through. It's just a case of let's pour that in there. And we're going over there with some nutmeg. Okay, what I've been doing while I've been using the oven, I've been taking the basket, I've been turning it upside down and putting it on the top rack for anything like this which is completely wet on the top. The fan on the top of here seems to blow it round so hard that it makes a whirlpool in the top. So by doing it like that, it breaks up the force on top. Not always, but 9 times out of 10 it does work. Right, we're going in there. And we're going to use the bake setting on this. Now the bake setting has a high and low fan. We're going to go for the low fan because we are making a custard and we're trying to keep it from not doing a whirlpool on the top. Now it doesn't always happen. Let's see what happens. Okay, looking at this, it's still got a wobble on. It's probably nowhere near cooked actually at 140 degrees. So I think we are going to just increase the time. We're going to increase the time by 10 minutes. There is absolutely no way that that's cooked inside. It's too wobbly. Now maybe if we'd have cooked at 160 degrees, it might be cooked. We've gone for the lower setting because I'm using the air fryer with the air going round on the top, that I do not want to create a whirlpool effect on top of the custard. Okay, that's end hot. Let's have a look. You know, that idea, we've got a flat level custard. So the custard looks superb, and you can see in the middle we've still got that little wobble. Look at that. But to me, that's cooked, that's set up enough. What we got to do now is let it cool down. Cool down completely before we cut a slice. Ideally, stick it in the fridge, because don't forget, it's eggs and cream. It can't stay out. Stick it in the fridge, serve it up cold. That's how I like it, actually. So we're just going to let it cool down. We're going to let it cool down, and then we're going to take it out of there and cut a slice. Job done. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay, we've had about 20 minutes. So let's get this out of here. There we have it. That looks superb. We need to be getting that off there. That is an English custard tart. Okay, this thing is still warm, but we're going to have to cut into it. We want to know what it looks like, don't we? So let's come in here. Just look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Look at that, it's just set. It's still a little bit wobbly at that end, but you know, it's not cooled down properly yet. That looks absolutely superb. So all we're gonna have to do now is give that a bit of a nibbling. What's the pastry like underneath? Oh, it's perfect. Come on. That is English custard tart made. That looks absolutely sensational. Oh, look at that. Still a bit of a wobble on there. Let's get dug in. Oh, it's magical. Oh, it smells amazing. Oh, we're coming in here. Oh, it's still a bit soft. Oh. Oh. That is superb. Let's get through that pastry. You got that crispy, buttery pastry. We got this soft egg tart. It's not properly set up yet. We should leave it a little bit longer, but not to worry. We can't wait that long. That is phenomenal. Oh man. Oh. We're just gonna keep going. Oh, look at that. Pastry cooked perfectly. Set up beautifully. Oh, that is English custard tart made. Well, we've done it, we've made it, we've eaten some of it. The rest is going in the fridge to set up because I love it when it's cold. This is still warm, but you know, I'm quite happy with this.